sometimes. I mean, I'm from South Central, and I'm from South Central LA, and I've been experiencing this since I was rehired to a grasshopper. That's what they do, especially if there is a white officer there. It's like they have to prove some type of point. It just happens. It's bad people everywhere. That's just what it is. Always somebody bad to mess it up for everybody. I happen to be around officers and be able to deal with it, but somebody that don't deal with officers at all, and you experience the routine traffic stop gun thing, or you experience just any kind of crazy stuff, then that makes you be like, I'm not dealing with them. It's a lot of stuff to go.
So that goes to the question of what we asked in the beginning, and that do you think, I guess let me put it more personal instead of racial diversity. If you're dealing with a white cop, you get pulled over by a white cop, are you feeling more comfortable with a white officer than a black officer?
I feel them first. No, I feel anybody. Okay. I feel people's spirit as soon as they come up on me. It just depends on how they are. And they've shocked me a lot in Georgia. I'm from LA, and the white cops don't treat us right out there. I've been everything, beat up and everything, and I'm an ex-gang member, so I've had a lot of confrontation with them. Here is totally different, and I'm able to experience it. I don't see very many white cops, so when I do see them, they've been pretty cool. Every single time I thought they were going to act stupid or trip, it's been cool. I've ran into black officers, and it's like, I'm trying to prove a point. I just don't understand, and I'll tell them, eventually who I am or what's going on. Situation in Clayton County, I was at one of their stakeholders meetings, and they were talking about the gang thing. Gang members, there'll always be gang members and blah blah. And I said my point, because I'm a living proof, you know what I'm saying? So it's just things that are happening, and we're not connecting, and we're making this like them against us against them. You know what I'm saying? Just like them boys last night. The boys that got killed by that man. It was a home invasion. What do you guys expect? They're talking about, you didn't have to kill them. No, they came in their house. You gotta expect to get whatever happens, because I'm protecting myself. You know what I'm saying? So they can't say, the cops shouldn't have killed them. The man shouldn't have killed him. Excuse me, the man shouldn't have killed him. The man shouldn't have killed him because they're trying to make it like I don't know. They have not said we're covering the man this yet, but they made it seem like it was us against them.
You don't know what she's talking about?
It's us against them again. You know what I'm saying?
So was it last night?
A couple of nights
ago. It was Monday night.
A group of 3 boys, teenagers, approached a house with ski masks on
4 a.m.
at 4 a.m. The homeowner engaged them, and there was a shot fired from the 3 teens towards the homeowner. The homeowner shot and killed all 3 of them.
And they had a balloon release yesterday to celebrate their life. And I think the news story kept asking, how are we celebrating this? Because although it's sad that they lost their life and you feel for them, could you imagine if you got up to use the bathroom at 4 o'clock in the morning and somebody coming across your lawn putting on a ski mask? What would you do? You have every right to defend your home. And it's unfortunate. My first thing is at 4 o'clock in the morning, what is a 15 and a 16-year-old doing outside? They should be getting ready for school. They should be thinking about running up on nobody with no gun, because then too, you never know who you're dealing with. As we police, a lot of us police officers in here. So you don't even know who you're running up on. So I feel like in that situation, it kind of made me mad watching the news story, because it's almost like we're downplaying the act. Like, what if the homeowner would have got killed? Would we be doing a balloon race? A balloon release? No. It'll just be like, it's sad he lost his life. Like, you can't celebrate negative behavior as if it's something positive about it. It's unfortunate that somebody lost their life. You don't want nobody to lose their life. But if you keep playing stupid games, you might win a stupid prize. Next question.
Anybody?
Dominique.
Here we go.
He got it right quick.
I'll go there. I was curious because, I see people who are already handcuffed and on the floor, and the cops keep beating on them or hitting them, and I just feel like, do you guys agree with how they act? And if you don't, how do you think we could stop that?
Absolutely not. Somebody's in handcuffs and they're on the ground and there's an officer beating them. There's not many officers that are going to agree with that behavior. We absolutely don't agree with that behavior. We're not taught that, we don't support that, and if an officer is doing that, we are going to stand up with the community against that officer. It's unfortunate, recently there was an officer that I worked with on Apex who kicked a boy in the head, and he's going to jail now. And it's unfortunate because he's going to go to jail, but that's what you get for doing things like that. We're not taught that. We don't support that. We don't like to see that. Once the handcuffs go on, if he ain't fighting with you, it's over. The ego has to go out the window, and he's going to jail. He's in handcuffs. He's in custody. We don't support that.
I hear you. It's just like sometimes they'll get paid leave or paid vacation. And they just go to
That
jail.
is true, yeah. That's just something the department has to do while it's being investigated.
It's like the due process of the law enforcement. You gotta get days to investigate it to make sure it is what it is. Because in some instances, it's not what it is. A lot of times, man, you've talked about this a lot of times, and I use this scenario all the time, that if I did something to you first, and then somebody started recording once you respond, the video would lead you to believe that you were the one at fault, even though I'm the one that started it. And a lot of times as an officer, we can't just turn and say, if you say, well, I ain't going, all right, well, he said he ain't going, well, I'm gonna go. That's not an option for us. So we have to address whatever reason that was there accordingly. And sometimes from afar, sometimes some officers do go overboard. And then sometimes from afar, some things could look way worse than what it truly is, or you don't know the full story of it.
Yeah, that's another point. Policing can be an ugly job. On camera, there can be some scenarios where an officer is justified in using force, and it's not pretty. It's something that the community has to understand. Sometimes police brutality, sometimes things that look like police brutality is just an officer doing his job, and it's just an ugly profession sometimes. Now, if it is something that is police brutality, we do not support it.
But feel free to record it.
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time as well. Like a lot of times people want to record and they think as an officer you have a problem with it. I want you to record it, but I don't want you all in my face. Let me do my job. I don't know you. I don't know if you with this person or you trying to, I don't know what's going on. And I don't know if any of y'all ever been hit in your face or fighting with somebody. When your adrenaline is rushing, you thinking on the fly trying to figure things out. You're not gonna always be perfect. You're not gonna always do everything by the book. You fighting for your life. It ain't like some guys don't just say, I'm going to jail. Some people do, but some don't. Like, that's the nature of the job. Go ahead.
There's a better answer to that question. I just want to tell y'all, I had to ask the officer because I wasn't understanding it either. So you guys have a union just like everybody else that has a union.
Right.
So that's what's stopping you guys. I mean, the chief or whoever, they can want to fire them, but they have a union. And the union's going to grab them and pull them right back in because there's a process on every union. And if you've ever had a union job, you know that that's what's happening. So sometimes it's beyond. So the people of the community think y'all just let these people come back and y'all going to keep paying them administrative fee. They don't understand it. It's a union thing and that's part of their union. Yes, no? Am I right? Okay.
Do what?
Oh, they told me I'm supposed to be on me.